Hey guys, what's up, Sark47? And first of all, I'm using a different recording software. It doesn't limit my frame rate as much, so it's better on my side. And I don't know how it's gonna be in video. It's just the one I used to use, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is going to be a tutorial on an automatic tree farm. Pretty much, these are all the materials you're going to need to build this. These two materials here are how many you may need, like depending on how much trees you want and how much bone meal you have. Stick it in here. Now there's a couple components in this thing. First of all, we have the actual tree growth detection station and the tree growing station. Pretty much how it works for the tree growth detection is trees will grow up to 6 blocks, I believe. 1, 2, 5 blocks, 4 blocks. I'm sorry. And that is stopped from this block right here. I believe you might be able to make it taller by going like that, adding a new piston, and the way you expand this is going to be simply by putting a block like this with redstone and continuing like that. But anyways, we're not doing that right now. So anyways, the repeater puts a redstone signal through a block here, and it comes to this dust here, turns this off, which in turn turns this torch on, which will power this piston, which will power this block, which powers this piston, which power this redstone, which powers this piston, which powers this redstone, and then this redstone, which powers this piston. Very simple. So if I just place this here, it should go like that. And then we have the growth station, which takes up the other part. And the growth station is in two parts. Both parts are controlled by this. The two parts that are controlled by this setup here are obviously dispensing bone meal, but also the redstone elevator as well. Pretty much, if I take 64 bone meal out, stick it in the chest to refill, and oops, I need to turn this guy on, it will put bone meal in here. The way it does that is it comes out of this clock here, which is powered by this comparator. This comparator gets powered by there being blocks in here. This repeater here will make sure it's a full signal, and so that we need some delay, otherwise, you know, droppers and dispensers sadly don't rapidly pulse like they used to, so you need at least some delay. And then that puts the blocks from the items from this dropper into this dropper. Now the way this dropper gets put into this dropper is actually from this clock. So not only does this clock control bone meal coming out, but it also controls the elevator. Blah, blah. Anyways, yes, these are the blocks you need. I don't bother counting the talk today. The blocks that you're gonna need. But anyways, let's build our own, I should say. Anyways, first let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 blocks. Okay. Now that I have that all set, let's make ours. So I built mine in the air because I just like to. You guys don't have to. But anyways, start with your 1 dirt block, and then obviously you're going to need to place 4 pistons. They have to be normal pistons. So if you have sticky pistons, I'm sorry. And then place 2 blocks out here, a torch, and a repeater. That's right, you guys know where this is going. Place block here, redstone dust, and a torch. Place, oops, block here with redstone. Place a block here, redstone torch, block. I did this wrong. Block has to be down there. Redstone torch, block, redstone, block like that. Block, redstone dust, another slab of any kind, and one there, so that all these are currently facing outward. Now put a block like this and staircase down this way. How I did it this way actually was like that. Sorry, I just want it to be a bit more exact. And now you should have this all shut off. So now you've actually finished the block detection part. Of course, like I measured there, you should put a block up here so that trees don't grow into mega trees, because that would be bad. Now we're moving on to the dispensing of the bone meal. So obviously place a dispenser right there, but first actually it'd be smart to probably place both your droppers first. Doesn't really matter what order you put it in, it's just easier this way. Oop. Bam. And I did that wrong. There. You don't need 3, don't worry. And then obviously your dispenser on top. Now we can actually go ahead and make a hopper chain to get your bone meal from that bottom dispenser here into a chest. Let's put that there. You can use a double chest if you wish, but for just this purpose I'm using a normal chest. Now what you're going to want to do is create the clocks. So if I can put my tools back on the bar, go ahead and build a shape like this of 6 blocks. Make sure you have a comparator facing out. On subtraction mode, I believe that is. A redstone repeater, and just fill all this in with redstone. And to stop this from happening, just put a block right there. Everything should be fine. Now what you need to do is make the second clock, so the clock that is facing out this way. Put a block there, 6 blocks like that, block like that, redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust like that. You can place your control switch there, comparator on subtraction mode again, and a redstone repeater, and you are done with this part now. You have this, and you can always test it by putting some bone meal in there, turning this on, and watching as the bone meal gets put into there. So now all you have to do for this part to finish it is just simply put a sapling there and just hold on right click, and wait for it to grow, and then as you can see it obviously pushed the tree this way. Now the thing about this is pistons can only push 13 blocks, which is a problem for this design, because if you're doing AFK, as you can see, that's already 2 blocks in just a couple seconds. Lots of bone meal, but still, just a couple of seconds you have 2 blocks, and we are already out of bone meal. Let's simply just place a whole bunch of bone meal in here. That should keep it going. And so what we need to do is we need to build a device for when we finish all this, it gets pushed outward. Okay, that might have not been the best way of explaining it, but pretty much what I'm saying is so that once everything's all said and done, it's pushed its maximum block capacity of 13. Let me actually work on stocking this, and while I'm talking, we will see it happening, that those pistons over there will actually go ahead and push all of your wood over here this way, which this contraption makes it an infinite farm, really, simply because of the fact, oh, that guy grew. Yeah, sometimes it take a while to grow, like there, because you can make this guy push up to 13 blocks, and that would be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 here. And this guy goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me add a sapling here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what you could actually do is having another huge thing of pistons. Push it this way 13 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break all these. And you could have it be pushing any way you want. It could be pushing. You could have it over here. I don't know if it'd interfere with this too much, but you could have it pushing this way, which I think would be probably the most efficient because you can keep going that way. Or you could have it be pushing this way. Of course, it'd interfere with your farm, which wouldn't necessarily be a good thing. Not at all. No. So, oh, I just thought of something smarter. Instead of doing it this way, have it here pushing out this way. Oh, let me go. So this guy grew, so bam, add a new one. Have it pushing this way, 13 blocks. Have it being pushing this way, this way, this way, and have it zigzagging in a pattern like that. And the design only goes as far as how many of these things you build. I could pause the recording at the moment and continue when this is done. I think would be a good idea, or when it's close to being done. So I believe on the recording software I'm using, yeah, there's a pause button. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, and I'll be right back. Again, yeah, tell me how good the recording is. Alright guys, we're back. We only have 2 more left. I've been helping this guy with bone meal to speed up the process. Of course, this is AFK, so you wouldn't be doing this. But, yeah, so there's only 1 left. And if you're smart, you may be able to know what's going to happen. And, oh, I missed it. But as you can see, all this just got pushed outward. So, yeah. Like I said, it pushes all of these outward once it reaches the end. And now this is a lot easier to make, so let's go ahead and make one of these. It won't connect up with this one, but it will work, and hopefully it is recording. So pretty much what you need to do to build one of these is, I'll go up in the air again. You need to line it up with this guy, which I'm not going to do. So you just make it so that the bottom of where your wood is going to be on top. Is going to be about where this block is, right here. So where the bottom of the wood is going to be right here on your last thing. And then what you're going to do is it's going to have that same block detector thing, where once the piston pushes it over here, bam, it'll power that. As you can see, you have it like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it here, and we're going to build it out like that. So you can place a repeater right here. I'm sorry if I don't have the materials down. This is still just the materials for that guy, but of course it's limited to how many of these you're gonna have. So let me just continue with this wood farm. Here, we're placing you back. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna place one here, here. Sorry, this is alright. Yeah, I got it. Place 2 redstone dust like that. Now, of course, you're gonna want your pistons here. So let's just get your pistons up and working. So you're gonna want them 4 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. You're just gonna want to fill this in. Pistons aren't too expensive. You can actually do this with a one way like that. It'll be much smaller, but yeah. And hold on, I already messed up. Never mind that. Do it like that. And doesn't matter where you put this, but the farther away the better. And now, simply what you do is you're gonna want to have blocks on top of all of these, like moi, blocks here and blocks here. And then you're just gonna want to put redstone on all these blocks like this. As you can see, pretty simple so far. This block here and another redstone right there. Now, simply just place half slabs in the way I'm doing right now, like that. Place redstone on top of all of this, and then simply test it by placing a block right here. And as you can see, all these pistons should push. And now I believe you have successfully, if you follow this correctly, you have successfully made my version of a tree farm. So yeah, you don't have to worry about the leaves really interfering with anything, because, well, they don't replace any blocks, so you don't have to worry one single little bit about anything. All you have to worry about is your bone meal, which by the looks of it, I've already gone through a ton of it. Let's just stick all bone meals in here. This more, and yeah, all you need to do is be AFK. The skeleton farm might be a good idea because of all the bone meal you're gonna need. As you can see, I used a ton of bone meal just for this amount of wood. So a skeleton farm is probably going to be recommended to build this kind of a farm. And yeah, all I need is multiple of these. If you're not going to be AFKing for long, then one of these should be just fine, because yeah, as you can see, we're already on our second layer here, and it'll do this up to 13 blocks, and that is a lot of wood there. So if you don't think you're gonna need all that wood, then I am sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. If you don't think you're gonna need all that wood, then one's all you need. I don't know why I'm sorry. I just really don't. Anyways, yeah, if you're not AFKing and you just like this farm or something, which I know I like, I like just technical stuff. I also really like AFK stuff because there's lots of times where I don't feel like farming in Minecraft. Sometimes I feel like farming, sometimes I don't. Times I don't, I'd rather just have a system like this do it for me, you know. A really cool trick of the trade for AFK farms. This goes with what's his face? Panda's fish farm is when you need to hold down right click, as well as Etho's mini all-around farm. This is the trick that you should probably know about, and the trick is if you hold down right click and then press F11, and while it's loading full screen, let go of right click and don't touch it. It'll keep the right click going, meaning you could literally just leave your computer with right click on in Minecraft, and we're about to see the third. As you can see, it works perfectly. So yeah, I don't know if anybody had had the same ingenious design as me, but I came up with this 100% by myself. And I'm actually really proud of myself. This is the reason I made this is I seen this guy's tree farms, like, oh, this is as small as it can get, you know. And I said I could probably build something a lot smaller, and here it is. I think it works just as good as his. It's a lot smaller, and I think the reason why I'm so proud of myself is this elevator. Just the fact that this clock serves two purposes is just really. Plus, you can see how fast it's working right now. I know I'm helping it, but you know, this is just the course of the video. Look at how well it's going. Like, did it? Oh yeah, it even did the full thing there. Like, it would take a lot longer if you weren't doing this, but still, like, this is amazing. And if you're thinking, like, you know, oh, this is kind of pointless, well, guess what, guys? How much easier is it to farm this than to go around and farm a whole bunch of trees? Just saying. Plus, it's all the same height and everything, so yeah, I think this farm's one of the best farms out there, personally. I don't know, I haven't seen too many tree farms. Like I said, this is my first ever design of one. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Also, a quick note for anybody who, oh wow, that was so fast, who watches my videos. I won't be making too much this week, so this might be my last video of the week. I tried recording Nick Plays Minecraft, fail on both tries, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys were able to build a design as amazing as this. If you've come up with a smaller and better design, please go ahead and I guess there's comments are stupid now. Everything's stupid, and yeah. You know what? Just, you might as well just private message me it. Let's see. I want to see one more. Like, look at this. I know I've been helping myself with bone meal, but like this fast is just, look at all this wood. Bam. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will work more on other stuff. And oops, I actually have a hotkey for that. Let's try it.